What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter. And a lot of people always ask me questions about, things in the culture. I'm always asked about 600. We all know about that. One of the most famous drill crews in the rap game, to be in the drill culture. A lot of people ask me about them. Who the face of 600 now, Truth? Who the face of 600? Is it still Breezy? Is it Breezy? I think Breezy, was the face of 600 when people like E-Day passed and L.A. Capone, Rondo got locked up, things like that. I believe E-Day stood strong, I believe he was like one of the founders from the rap side and shit like that. I think 600 Breezy became a star, though, in my opinion, but I do think that time locked up when he went to prison for a little while, I think that slowed you down because this is the internet era. Being gone for about a year or two, the fans will forget about you. But I think he gaining the momentum back and blowing up in this shit. I think he a star. I think Breezy is kind of climbing past the drill level, but I think he still got a little work to do, in my opinion. In my opinion, I think Memo 600 is the face of 600. I'm starting to believe Memo 600 might be jumping up the ranks to maybe a top 3 drill rapper in the culture in Chicago. You got to remember, a lot of our legends done passed away. And I don't really put Dirk and G Herbo and them in there because they done kind of made it already, So when we think about the rappers that's on the come up on the drill side, Memo is ranked real high. He got videos in the millions of views. All his lives and just Instagram posts of him going crazy and rants, they be going viral. It's all kind of YouTubers and podcasters in his clubhouse. All his interviews view well. I did an interview with him. I believe we had almost 900,000, a couple thousand away from a million, so he viewed real good. The algorithms love him on YouTube. He's one of the most, viewed people in the name searches when it comes to the drill culture and the algorithms. So I think Memo 600, he been here for a while, He didn't climb to get his name like this, to be honest with you, I think he got so much clout that he needs to jump back into music super hard, in my opinion, because I believe a lot of that's going to translate to the views and downloads, He been through a lot of shit in this culture. I recall King Yella telling a story about seeing Memo 600 and speaking with him right before the video shoot, the No Movement video shoot, where I believe King Yella ended up getting shot. Not to link Memo to that, but I'm just saying around that time, King Yella told a story about bumping into Memo 600, and a lot of people don't realize Memo was kind of like Von before Von popped off. Memo was the hot artist on the upcoming side that Dirk was really investing in. It was once upon a time when Memo 600 was hotter than King Von. Now, King Von kind of jumped past him a little bit on the music, but a lot of people feel like maybe if Dirk would have invested in Memo 600, he'd be right at that level too. Memo then kind of blew himself up on his own. You didn't really see a lot of Lil Durk posters on social medias and shit like that to kind of blow Memo up. He got a lot of fame off the Instagram and on the social media, but he was smart enough to translate that into music. So I think Memo is the face of 600, in my opinion. And I think he climbing up the ranks of being a top drill artist and this shit. Remember, it ain't about the music. It's about the algorithms. Can you bring people to your content? And Memo 600 got a good presence of doing that. Now, don't get me wrong. You got guys like Lil Zay Osama, guys like that that's still creeping in the drill culture. But I believe Memo, his views are about viewing up real good without the machine behind him, in my opinion. But, he does do a lot of wild shit. Recently he been beefing with a lot of people in his crew, homeboys of his, people from O Block, the ops, all kind of shit. So it can be dangerous. But, I wanted to bring it to your attention because somebody asked me that and I wanted to share that with you. But I believe Memo is the face of 600, in my opinion. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's the homie Truth.